Good morning. I'm Elton Robinson with your September 11th grain report. Before we start, I'd like to take a moment to dedicate this report to those who perished on this day 14 years ago in the 9/11 attacks, including the thousands of emergency responders who gave and risked their lives to rescue others that morning and who continue to do so today. Thank you. The 2014-15 marketing year for corn and soybeans ended on August 31st. Final estimates of total consumption during the marketing year and ending stocks numbers will be released in USDA's grain stocks report at the end of this month. According to Darrell Good, ag economist for the University of Illinois, corn exports for the last marketing year may exceed USDA's estimate of 1.85 billion bushels by as much as 11 million bushels if August numbers hold up. Good notes that corn exports in July totaled 200 million bushels, the most for that month since 2009 and the second most since 1979. Exports during the final quarter of the marketing year are projected to be near 522 million bushels, only 20 million less than a year ago. On the other hand, exports for the new marketing year for both corn and soybeans have been weak so far. Good says there is some concern that export forecasts for both crops may be optimistic. As harvest nears, prospects for a good U.S. corn crop are still strong, although USDA may adjust corn yield down slightly this month. Still, corn and soybean supplies are expected to be adequate this marketing year. With economies weakening in China and Russia and declines in the value of foreign currencies relative to the dollar, be prepared for lower prices this fall. According to crop progress reports for the week, 68% of the U.S. corn crop is in good to excellent condition, unchanged from last week. 63% of the soybean crop is listed in those categories compared to 73% last year at this time. About 18% of the U.S. sorghum crop is harvested, and gathering is well underway in Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. 35% of the U.S. rice crop is harvested, including 90% in Louisiana and 76% in Texas. Over 30% of the crop is harvested in Arkansas and Mississippi, while California and Missouri are just getting started. 65% of the rice crop is listed in good to excellent condition. Winter wheat planting is now underway in Colorado, Idaho, and Washington. Let's move on to USDA's export report as of September the 3rd. The report was released a day late due to the Memorial Day holiday. Tuesday of that week, September 1, marked the beginning of a new marketing year. Wheat exports of 500,000 metric tons were down 6% from the previous week, but up 6% from the prior 4-week average, with primary destinations Vietnam, Guatemala, and Indonesia. Corn exports totaled 908,000 metric tons, with Mexico, Colombia, Japan, and Venezuela as the primary destinations. Sorghum exports of 682,000 metric tons were reported to China, Mexico, and Japan. Sorghum sales for 2014-15 are up 77% over the previous year and totaled 8.3 million metric tons. Rice exports of 95,400 metric tons were down 39% from the previous week, with most going to South American countries. Meal exports were down 32% from the previous week and 19% from the prior 4-week average, while oil exports were up 13% from the previous week, but down 32% from the prior 4-week average. Beef exports were down 14% from the previous week and 10% from the prior 4-week average, while pork exports were down 19% from the previous week. Well, that's it for this week's report. I'm Elton Robinson. See you next Friday.